Hi, my name is Big V. Welcome to Thursday evening. This is the lead call, and I'm going to kick it off right now. They have not officially started, so I'm going to speak for a little bit. What's going on? Summer has been real good. This is getting close to the end of August now. It's nice to know. Getting close to the end of August, getting closer to September 4th. I'll be back on the air on social media at my regular times, and my two shows that I do on social media will be taking place again. I'm looking forward to going back on the air. It's been a long 2 months, but it's been nice. I have to admit, taking a break from being on the air every Wednesday, sometimes you just need to be able to rest and chill out as only you can do. I mean, you have to rest at some point. You have to take it easy, because being on the air, that's a lot of mental work. Being on in front of a camera, there's a lot of mental work going on behind the scenes. So that's what's going on. All right. Well, tonight is the lead call, which that call will be getting started here momentarily. I just want to say on my social media event, if you're watching this, I want to say good morning to you. And this is going to be a Frank R. Wallace lead call presentation going to be done here in just a few minutes. Let me share something else here. Here, the society it's battling. It's a struggle in the society. In the Neo-Think Society, it's a struggle. It's a struggle with numbers. Numbers have been an issue in this society. They only get about 200 people on the Thursday night lead call. Now, if you listen to some of the earlier calls on Thursday night when Steve Fagan ran it, you will notice the numbers were like 300. So they lost 100 people on the lead call. So that right there should make you question about what's going on in this society. For some reason, people are not gravitating to the Thursday night call, and the question is the lead call going to keep the numbers up? That's the true question in the society. Here in Portland, Oregon, coming up on August 17th, there's a big demonstration taking place in downtown Portland. You might have heard about it on Fox News or CNN. A lot of places are talking about Portland, Oregon right now, about the big demonstration, several different protests going on here in Portland, Oregon. This upcoming Saturday, it's going to be a busy day. It could be a long day for the police department. So we'll see what happens with that. A lot of dysfunction as far as the left wing, right wing is concerned, but both parties are in disarray right now. If you were to ask me, both parties, Democrats and Republicans, are in complete disarray right now, and pretty much out of touch with reality. So that's what's going on. The society is where it's at. I've given updates on the Neo-Think Society, where the Business Alliance is, where the 12 Visions Party is, where the clubhouses are, and these calls. So not much updates have been given here for the past couple weeks. So I'm not sure what the new information possibly could come out tonight. Hopefully we'll find some new information out, but if not, hope you all enjoy the Thursday evening lead call, the Frank R. Wallace call. Okay? All right, this is Big V, and I want to turn you over to the machine and let you hear the lead call of the Frank R. Wallace call. Right now there's interaction going on, so the call will get started here in probably about 6 minutes or so. So enjoy the interaction of the Neo-Think Society members talking on the phone, saying hi, because people are just coming on. Here it is. Enjoy. I'll be back in a short.
from California.
Did you say Shirley? Welcome.
How are you?
Hello, this is Mary from North Carolina.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Mary. Pete in Michigan.
Hello, Pete.
Hi, Pete.
Hi, Pete.
Hello.
Hello. Anybody can hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Okay. I'm from South Dakota. South County. Yay, South Dakota. Big. Anyway. This is Don, Kansas City.
Hi, Kansas.
Yay, Kansas City. I'm originally from Las Vegas, though.
Where?
Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. Okay.
Hello, Tim. Good evening, Patrick from Massachusetts. Hello. 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 Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Ed from New York.
Hello there. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Charlie. We're going to go.
Hello.
Hi, Charlie. Are you still
The
there,
recording
Charlie?
has
Welcome.
started.
Hello.
Hello. This is Alice Ridgely in Nashville, Tennessee.
Hello,
Nashville.
Nashville. Welcome.
Welcome, Tennessee. Hello, my name is Rick in Louisiana.
Hello, Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hi. Thank you.
Hi, what are you doing, Charlie? Mary from Mississippi. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Mary.
Hey, Mary. Bernard Thompson from New York.
Hi,
Bernard. Hi, Juanita. Hi, Charlie. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Charlie. Howdy. This is Ron from Kingman.
Hello, Ron. Welcome.
Hey, Ron. Bob, I'm coming from Georgia. Hello. Hello. Hey, from Georgia. Everybody, Dick from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Oh, Florida.
Hello, Florida.
Oh, Florida.
Hi, Florida.
Yeah, I love Florida too. But here I am in Arizona.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, hello.
Hello there. Welcome. Hello.
Good morning. Q&A session has started. To ask your question, please press *6.
Yeah, Heckle, and this is the, what call is this? This is the Frank R. Wallace. Level 3 call. Juanita, how are you?
I'm doing good, Charlie. I'm getting out of the heat for a while to be in the sea of you with all of you. It's like it's scorching 115 here today.
Really?
Yes,
Well, you are in the desert, so.
yes, yes, I am.
lot to cover tonight. But I have to start out with something personal. It's kind of out there, but not everybody knows. I'm having a problem with my leg, but that's not solved yet. But then something else piled on here, and I was diagnosed with lung cancer the other day. So I'm going to be battling that soon. So I'm going to put myself on the healing list permanently for a while. But I felt that I had to tell everyone because, you know, I'm a mentor here, and it does affect how we all think and feel about certain things. But I'm not down and depressed. I'm just trying to still wrap my head around it. I'm going to obviously fight it, and I'm going to be here for a long time and all that good stuff. But I did want to mention it, and I don't want to dwell on it, but, you know, I think it's time that everybody knows, and just like everyone else here who gets sick, we put them on the healing list. Juanita, but if you have any...
What he said was Charlie Moore has lung cancer. That's what he said.
This is very powerful, and we all have challenges that we're going to have to get through. But we have some very powerful members here, Charlie. That we do give out that energy and love and healing. So you know what? You're in good hands. I want to tell you that. And we're here in the sea of you. So it's not always to go through some challenges, but and I wouldn't know what to do in your shoes, really. So I just want you to know I'm here for you all the time. And that's
I know a lot of people out there, and I know the healing list is going to be a big factor in how this whole thing is handled. But you know, I want to sit down this weekend and see what my options are, and you know, and look about everything that I can look at to see, you know, what's the best way to go. They want to take out part of my lung. The lung has five compartments, basically 3 on the right side and 2 on the left, and they want to take out that top portion. I'm not crazy about that option, so I'm going to I'm probably going to hold off on that for a little while to see what other options I have. I'm not a big fan of conventional drugs and all that, so like most of us are. But I am going to check and see what the recovering rate is on this thing. I haven't heard back from the surgeon yet, but I just want to find out more about this type of operation and how long it's going to hold me up, and how, you know, and what's the success rate and all that good stuff. But that's just part of this AC world here. You know, cancer is running rampant, and nobody seems to be doing anything about it. All of these diseases that should have been cured decades, if not centuries ago, are still floating around here. And treatment is the word. We can treat you because that's where the money's at, but we can't cure you. It's just an incredible. We all have known it for years, and yet it's still here. We sit, and the Cancer Society and all those other big societies are all making millions and billions of dollars, and there's no treatment. And there's no cures. So, you know, it's always going to be the same old story unless we take charge. Unless Neurothinc gets out there. Unless we take it out there. It's the only way we can change this. You know, we're all dealing here with dying. And, you know, it's not when somebody calls you up on the phone and says, you have cancer. You know, now it's more personal than ever. It's a call that none of us want to get, but a lot of us will get. You know, it really rocked me to the bones the other day when he said that. You know, I had a feeling he was going to say that, but until it's confirmed, it really does rock you a little bit. So it's been a challenging week, and I know there's a lot of phone calls I haven't returned this week, and I apologize for that. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I'm going to start on that process tomorrow. It's just been just a crazy week between the leg and between the cancer and everything else that's going on. It's been kind of difficult this week, but I've got through it. I my spirits are high. I'm not like down in the dumps, but it's just it's an adjustment to your mentality and your psyche and everything else. But I know that the universe will come through, and I know I will survive this. I'm not concerned about that. I'm not going anywhere, but it's just the idea of going through with process. But anyway, I think that's enough about that. The reach out list, that's still there, so if you want to go on the reach out list, just call me. I'm not going to get into that tonight too much because we have a lot to cover. And it is a special night because, too, we do have Sage on here. I believe Sage should be in the bullpen ready to go here. Yes, he is. And this is, we end the early bird special tonight for the summit that's coming up in about 5 weeks or so. And we pushed it back.
I'm going to express something here. After hearing about Charlie Moore having cancer, that was brand new news to me. So that was my first time hearing about this. I've heard it just tonight, just as you're hearing it, watching on YouTube, and my future broadcasts on another program that I'll replay this, we'll get to hear this. Here's my prediction now. If Charlie Moore passes away and goes, the numbers are going to dwindle even more. This call will not hold up. This call right now will go down the tubes, and the Sunday night Powers call will not hold up. They don't have the mentors to hold those calls up right now. They don't have the mentors to do it. They don't have the voice to do it. Sorry, Steve Fagan was the voice for the society, but he's not here, so Charlie Moore is doing it. So I don't know what is going to happen down the line if something happens to Charlie Moore. Your guess is good as mine. Now they're talking about the event coming up in September up in New Jersey. It's $200, and tonight's the deadline for the discount of $50, so you get in for $150. I'm not going to it because I don't find it worth it. That's my opinion. So I want to let you hear some of the other information, but I just want to put my input and my voice out there. So back to they're talking about the event that's happening in September. Listen in.
Super Clubhouse event, and we're going to delve into that just biological mortality. Not we know this life is so precious. It's so precious, and our minds we're so capable and limitless when we apply ourselves, and we like to apply ourselves when we're feeling the flow and being happy, doing what we were born to do. And that's the environment that this summit's all about. It's going to be all of us reawakening the children of the past. And I was thinking about other societies that meet on a regular basis. There's so much written about it, and we're neo-thinkers, we're searchers. We look at the power, the advantages those people had. And I remember Mark Hamilton writing about the powers of churches is the life advantages. So many people, the majority of people, follow churches not for the church, not for the religion, but they go for the life advantages, like meeting a partner for life, talking to people on a real personal level, and getting information from each other. And he said that's what the clubhouses and the Neo-Think Society was going to become. It just takes those life advantages, but it minuses all the garbage, mind-limiting knowledge that they give you with this system. Neo-Think blows that out of the water because it's open-ended, and it's just using powerful concepts to constantly create new knowledge. So
here's what we're going to do while they're advertising the event for September, which if you don't get your tickets before tonight, before midnight, It's going to be $200 to get in. So here's what we're going to do. Charlie Moore has cancer, or lung cancer, so we're going to put our thoughts out there for Mr. Charlie Moore at this time. So we're going to do this for the next 2 minutes. So will you please put your thoughts out there for Mr. Charlie Moore? We're going to do this for about 2 minutes, and then I'll be back. So please keep Charlie Moore in your thoughts. Send him healing in his lungs, or send him some kind of answer to what he has. So we're going to do 2 minutes of silence for Mr. Charlie Moore. Please remain silent for 2 minutes. Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much for doing that 2 minutes of silence for Mr. Charlie Moore. We're going to do something else that I wasn't going to do, but I'm going to do it here today. Philadelphia, the shooting. We're going to send our thoughts out to them for about a minute and send our thoughts and our wishes, best wishes, to everyone that was involved into that situation. So we're going to do a minute of silence for Philadelphia. So please join me now. Thank you. All right, thank you very much, guys, for that. 3 minutes of silence total. Boy, that is a shocker on this particular night to hear Charlie Moore have lung cancer. I hope the best for him. I was never a big fan of Charlie Moore, to be frank with you, but I do respect him because he does speak his mind. I mean, he used to. Now that he's the head of the society right now, he doesn't do it too much like he used to, but he used to speak his mind and speak his feelings about certain things that are going on in the society. So he gained a lot of respect by me when he used to do it. So there you have it. All right, they're still blabbering about the event, so I'll let you listen in to letting you hear what they're saying now. Okay, listen to this.
We get to come together and basically party because it's an amazing party, but we also get over that information almost like by osmosis. You know, it's almost like cheating because you'll hear other people who have worked hard on their presentations, or just they just have a very succinct thing to say from the information, and you're downloading that in this environment. So it's It's like going to a university as well, getting all this stuff down. And Juanita and Charlie, I don't know if you want to add anything there. I know you have your experiences. This is, I think you found the same things, and I've heard it from so many people.
Yeah, when you attend one of these, you don't forget it. Now this is like our 7th or 8th year that we have done this, plus all the clubhouses that we have done over the years.
Right.
And they're all special. It's great to see some of the same people again every year, or when it was in a clubhouse every month. And then I also look forward to meeting some of the new people who will come for the first time. And there's just nothing like it. It's a different energy in the room because we're all like-minded. So it's this great energy that's just vibrating throughout all of us. It's speaking our minds about all of this material that we have learned, and and basically comparing it to what we've learned prior to here. How different the knowledge, the knowledge of the AC world is. It's not knowledge. It's just information that's not based on honesty. It's not based on anything. And then we come to Neotech and Neotech, where everything is based on 100% integrated honesty and pure love and everything else that goes with it. But it's nice to be in a room where everybody is happy to see you. Everybody's happy to meet you. That doesn't happen in your life. It's just like Norm walking into the bar at Cheers. Everybody knows him. And that's how it feels here when you're walking, And where else can you go and you meet someone? You're walking down the hall there or something, and you hear somebody's voice, and you know who it is now because you heard him on the phone. That's how I met Juanita. I heard Juanita in the hallway. I recognized her voice, and I walked in the hallway and said, "Juanita, where are you?" You don't forget things like that, And then some people you finally meet it, you've been talking to them for years. And then they finally get to the summit or something, and it's a special moment. I can almost tell everybody that I know in this society, I can almost tell all of them, I remember the first time that I met them. If it was a clubhouse, which clubhouse, if it was a summit, and what year, or about what year. You remember how you meet people here. It's just an incredible experience. And it's something that we should cherish because we do have, time is so precious here to all of us, not just to me right now, but to all of us every day. So sit down tonight because the deadline's tonight. And if you can go over the numbers of your finances, and if you can't afford it, you can't afford it, all right? But if you can, then you have to come up with a logical reason why you're not coming. And I'm sure you have a hard time doing that, having a logical reason why you can't make the stuff. So think about it. Don't blow an opportunity to meet some very great people, to learn a lot of great knowledge, and possibly to make some lifelong friends, because that will happen.
Great point.
These people, it really, because like most of us, we weren't the most liked out there even before we became a Neotech, because we were looked at as the eyeballs and the weird ones and all that stuff because we thought different. So how many of us had close friends? And if you have maybe one. But here, I can name at least 10 people that I consider a close friend. I never had that before. But it's a great feeling knowing that there's at least 10 people or more who really are concerned about who your wealth, your health, and everything else that goes with it. And they are, and I know that they're there if I need them. It's a great feeling. Never had that before. Go ahead, Sage.
Yeah, no, Charlie, thank you. Those are the life advantages he was talking about. Makes me think of that. And that's what's so powerful about those organizations. But we're just, like you said, it's just the information here is unlike all that stuff. But
Yeah.
the friends and the experience you have, it's on here, and I agree, logically it is hard when you actually think about it. Do you have the time? You probably can make the time, and if you have to get the money together, and I understand, I do the same thing myself, going to other events to have that same. It's to get more information faster with other people present, and ours is unlike any others because of the connection of these like-minded people, these open-minded people. So many other events I go to, they're just so there's still that closed-mindedness or limited thinking, and they're following some train of thought that's so much more limited, in my opinion, and that's what separates this from everything. Because these people, the people you meet here, are just they'll integrate around anything. So it's really to me, what more could you get?
Yes, and I'm going to jump in real quick here because
Sure,
I want to. Okay, yes. When I first met Charlie, he heard my voice, and it was such a exhilarated feeling to walk through that room. And I remember Bob checking us in, and it was so amazing because you could just feel the vibration of energy in that room. Business was going on, the vendor tables were out there, everybody was hustling and bustling, and just everybody was so happy. Their child was shining through them, and it was just amazing feeling my first event in New Jersey. And with that, I want to say it for me, as you can see, I'm here on the call with Charlie. It was definitely a life changer. It's changed my whole mentality. The literature is really powerful, the prime literature, but to bring it to life is another story, and that is what happens when you're at an event. And this is my family here. You're right, Sage, when you said our family, because this is the closest knit family and the friends I've ever had in my whole life. And I just wanted to share that. It's
So
just
powerful.
pure love. Yes.
Thank you. And that's what it boils down to. And both of you summed it up so well. It's awesome hearing about it from other people. And I've heard this over and over and over again from people that have been to the summits. They tell me just that same, they can feel that energy. And I pick up on it too. It's changed my life. So thank you, Anita and Charlie, for sharing your experiences. And I'd love to, use this whole call to keep going over so many, stories and information that we've shared there. But you just have to come, and I don't want to use up the entire call, of course. But the early bird special, it does end tonight. It's $150. It ends at midnight. The system is programmed so that it turns to the next. Once midnight hits, it goes to the $200 price, which I think the $200 price still is worth. It will be worth every penny for you. Investing in yourself, just to have this experience yourself and have a memory you'll never forget, but also breaking through some of the things that might be holding you back right now. So the tickets, it's still on Eventbrite.com. Eventbrite, Brite being so weird, B-R-I-T-E. The website I'll take you right there is www.2019eventbrite.com. ICS is independent thinkers summit. And that's what this year's work of art is being called, Independent Thinkers Summit, because we're independent thinkers, and neo-think is that. It allows people to think independently and live their life to the fullest themselves. And we just happen to have fun together. Once you're good on an individual level, the next thing you probably want to do, I think, is to do it with more people. So the you can get tickets that way. If you want to call us for tickets or any questions about the event, please do. The 800 number, always the same, 800 so it's Saturday. It's from the full day. It goes from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. We got the hotel to extend it another hour. The tickets will say 5 o'clock, but it does go until 6. So that'll be changed, and we have a packed agenda from the start to the finish. And then afterwards, there is a special event going on Sunday too, a cruise. Just for people interested, it is $60 for that Cornucopia Cruise Lines trip. It's a Sunday brunch cruise that goes out afterward. Details for that will be on the agenda at this event. So if you want to, enjoy more and go out with a group of us, that'll be happening on Sunday. But the tickets for there, call again. The number is 800-997-7970 if you need to, or go to 2019its.eventbrite.com. We also have the guest tickets. If you want to bring anybody, it's $100. Or anybody you want to bring, kids 18 and under are free. So bring children if you want them to participate in this. And the vendor spotlights, if you want to share anything with us, we have tables there. We'll fit you into the agenda so you have time on stage also to share with everybody what you're doing, and that's $35 for the vendor spotlight. The hotels, this is all happening at the Newark Marriott Hotel. It's in the middle of the Newark Airport. The telephone number for the hotel in case it's 973-623-0006. So it's 973-623-0006 for the hotel, and it's a discounted rate. It's $119 per night, and we have deals for the whole weekend from Thursday to Monday. We have rooms available still, so there's that. Juanita, if you want to share real quick about the room sharing, anybody who wants to share a room?
Yes, I'd love to. Yeah, thank you. Take a breath, Sage. Yes, I am doing the room share for New Jersey, and these rooms are, like Sage said, they got them at a good price, $119 a night. But if you want to save a little more money, you can get a roommate, which is a great way to get out of your comfort zone. So you can give me a call at 702-521-3170. I'm doing it on first come, first served, and I have the policy companies that I had to call that. That's I did some mailbox before, so anyone that has contacted me, please call back. I will get with you to take your phone because it's not going to be and I just wanted to share that because this is the way you can get out of the comfort zone. Thank you.
Yeah. With Juanita, just calling her and coordinating the room, the chance, to stand. So please take advantage of that. At the hotel guest parking, people have asked how much it is to park. The day parking is $12, and then there's that $28 if it's overnight. If you stay at the hotel, it is $28 for the night. So those are the boring part of the details but they are details that have to be taken care of to experience this. But we want to help. If anybody's interested, call us or sign up online. And again, the special ends tonight, so save the $50 if you're thinking about coming. I think everybody's heard us every week here, so just now it's time to save money and reap the rewards from it. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you next week at the event.
Yes, thank you, Sage.
Thank you, guys.
Charlie? Did we lose Charlie here?
Is Charlie there?
Hello? I don't know.
Charlie? Got to make sure.
Yes.
So everybody, call us tonight. Jam the line. Sign up. Get there.
Don't hesitate.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you, Charlie.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Wow.
Juanita.
We are pumped up for this, like we always are, and it because it works. You know, we always come back with the meanings of this. You know, it stays with you for weeks. The feeling, and no matter how many you come to, the feeling's a little different each year. Always better, always higher, because we're at a different level than we were last year's summit. So this year, most of the presenters are at a different level now, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to move forward and share that and how we did it and why it helps you. And so when you come, you feel you just sat with a bunch of friends, and all your friends have knowledge. You're hanging around now with geniuses, because we're all geniuses. We don't get to do that in the AC world. We don't sit there out with friends and we have a couple beers and eat a hamburger and say, you know, we're geniuses. They don't, you know, it's mainly just a bunch of talk about nothing. But now we have a chance now to talk to people all weekend long with really great conversations, great integrations, and it's amazing. And I've been telling people this since Steve Fagan died last December. It left a big hole with me, not just because he wasn't here anymore, but I missed the conversations with him that we had like 6 out of 7 days a week for 10 years. And those conversations are, you know, it's a shame I didn't have them recorded, because we had such great conversations and great ideas and how to move forward. And then when we were not moving forward, we were kicking each other in the rear end, you know, just keep each other pumped when something didn't go right. And we went through those too. But having those types of conversations, and I can still do that here with many other people. And I still do today. I have great conversations with who I needed. And Karen Abernathy and Brenda Reinhardt and a few other people that I still have those conversations like I had with Steve, because we're in NeoThink. That's why I did the Reach Out program. That's how you should be using the Reach Out program. Find the people that you connect with, and then start a friendship. Start talking. Start talking about the information in the book. Start talking about how you use a certain thing in the self-leader program that really helped you move forward, or how important the mini days are. We had a meeting today with, you know, I'm doing like a group coaching, and we were talking about the benefits of mini days. And I was trying to look at it at a whole bunch of different angles, because the questions that were asked was like, well, you know, when do I change many days? How do I change them? And it's such a learning experience that because it's your life and life changes every day. You know, like, and I was telling them, you know, like I told them this afternoon of my problems this week, and how my mini day got really screwed up for a couple of days here. That happens. You know, so tomorrow I'm back to somewhat normal to try and catch up with some of the mini days this week. But your life stays balanced when you do mini days, and especially when something like this happens to you, it can really throw you into a tailspin, and you feel like giving up and all that crap that goes with it. It's making me stronger. And I feel it that, you know, this is not going to be a big deal. It's just not. But you start to get that mentality that you are going to fight it, you are going to research it, you're going to do the best thing that you think is best for you, and you're going to fight the system somewhat. You know, because we're all sucked into this medical system that drugs. There's no cures, you know, and we'll give you all these drugs for the pain, and we'll give you all these drugs for this, but nothing's going to cure you. We're just going to treat you. And we're going to treat you again and again and again, because we're giving you stuff that's only going to give you cancer years down the road. You know, our medical system is not here to cure. It's here to profit. And we're going to take it back, and we're going to, you know, our medical system should be preventative. How do we not get diseases? It should be teaching us how to eat the right foods and what foods are the best foods and how to exercise and what supplements are really good for you that you need. That's how our health industry should be. It will be in the future, and they have some great technology coming out for that. It will change where hospitals will not even be around that much anymore, except if you maybe fell and broke a leg or something, because everything will be cured. And health insurance rates will be really low because nobody's getting sick. It's preventative now. But this is what you share. I mean, these are types of the conversations that you can have at the summit. And when I come home by Sunday night, I'm tired because I didn't sleep much, because we're up all night talking. And, as soon as I get there on a Friday afternoon, I know Friday, all day Saturday, and most of Sunday, I'm not going to stop talking. And I'm going to talk to a lot of people. And we're going to share some great ideas and some great integrations and all that goes with it. That's what makes it worthwhile to go. And we would love to have more of these throughout the country. We don't have a monopoly here in Jersey. It's just that all of us are from Jersey who put this together. But I would love for Sage and Larry and me to fly out to L.A. or Dallas or Chicago again or whatever. Just, but nobody stepping up and saying, I want to have one. How do I do this? And then we are invited out, and we will help you to a certain point. But because I know there's people out there, especially out in the West Coast. Well, geez, man, we're going to fly out all the way to Jersey every year. Well, Anita does it. She comes from Vegas. She hasn't missed one yet. And a lot of other people come. Lorna from Washington State comes out all the time. Eugene from Washington comes out. That's just some of them. I mean, people fly here from Anne from Germany. She's not making it this year because she came out in March for Steve Fagan's event. But she has come here at least for 3 or 4 of these summits all the way from Germany. It's where it comes down to priorities in your life. If this isn't, if NeoThink's not a priority for you, then I don't know why you're even here. But if it is a priority, if your life is a priority to you, there's no reason why you shouldn't be at this summit. This is the ultimate of NeoThink. Is these meetings that we're having. You can't get this anywhere else. And you're meeting people that you heard on the phone for a while. You can't beat it with a stick. It's the best thing going in NeoThink is these meetings. So think about it between now and midnight. Why, if you don't think it's a priority for you, why isn't it? If you just answer that question, why is this not a priority for you? And if it's not a priority to you to come to this event, then basically the knowledge in these books is not a priority for you to learn. I'm just going to put it right out there. And you have to answer that question. I can't answer it for you, but why is not NeoThink and why is not this summit a priority in your life? I was very fortunate when I came here, and I picked up this information rather quickly, and it's been a priority in my life from the first day I got my first book. And it has not moved at all since then. It's always been a priority for me. Because my life became a priority for me for the first time in my life. My life became a priority. And nobody's going to take that away from me. Not the AC world, not someone who I'm in love with, or not my kids, or not anybody, or my family. It's my life, it's my priority. And I'm proud of it. And sometimes it's tough because you're standing up for yourself in situations you never thought that you could ever do. I got to stand up now to the medical authority. Because everything that they're going to suggest for me is probably not good for me. And they'll tell me that all this alternative stuff is sucky and all that, and doesn't work because they don't know. It's out of ignorance with them, most of them, because they aren't taught they aren't taught to cure. They're only educated for treatment, and then they're paid off by the drug companies. That's not how our medical industry should work. We're just numbers. We're just people going in and out, in and out, in and out, and nobody's living. Nobody's surviving it. So we have to start to put things in order. And in order is our life is number one. Comes before anything else. Comes before your spouse's life. It comes before your family's life. It comes before your kids' life. It comes before anything. Is you. If you have like a pyramid up there, or all these steps of who's important and what's important in your life, if you're not first in every category that there is possible, then something's wrong. And it's a mentality that you have to get used to it. It's a mentality that grows on you after a while when you start understanding what Frank Wallace and Mark Hamilton are saying here. You must make yourself the priority. So if you have the dollars to come here, there's no logical reason why you shouldn't be here. None. You can make up all the excuses you want, but if you want to sell yourself on some excuse of why you can't make it, then it's not a priority. And with that, I'm going to pass over to Juanita for a while.
Well, thank you, Charlie, because you're hitting the nail right on the head there.